Hello boys and girls. Today we are working on Unit 6, Lesson 1 of Plants and Animals. And the main idea is all living things go through a cycle of growth. Living things have adaptations that help them survive in their environments. And you'll notice at the bottom of the page it says, I wonder why. Why is this mantis shrimp these colors? Turn the page to find out. What are some plant life cycles? The cycle of a plant's life. Most plants come from seeds. But how? And where do seeds come from? It's all part of the life cycle of a plant. As you read these 2 pages, find and underline the definitions of life cycle, germinate, flower, reproduce, and cone. Plants go through many stages in their lives. These stages form a cycle or pattern that repeats again and again. The stages an organism or living thing goes through during its life is its life cycle. Most plants come from seeds. A seed germinates when it breaks open and a small plant grows out of it. The plant grows into an adult, which forms flowers in some types of plants. A flower is the part of some plants that enables them to reproduce or make more plants similar to themselves. Flowers can be colorful, dull, big, or small. Flowers have male parts and female parts that are involved in reproduction. Some plants form seeds in cones. Cones are the parts of some seed plants where reproduction takes place. Cone-bearing trees produce male and female cones. Male cones produce pollen. If pollen from a male cone lands on a female cone, the egg can be fertilized. A seed can develop from the fertilized egg. A cone opens to release its seed. Small wonders. Big things can come in little packages. Did you know that even the tallest trees started out as small seeds? Plants that make seeds also make pollen. Pollen is a powder-like material involved in plant reproduction. Pollination happens when pollen is moved from the male plant part to the female plant part. The environment around a plant helps in pollination. Wind, water, and animals help move pollen from plant to plant. After a plant is pollinated, seeds form inside the female parts of a plant. The part of the flower that surrounds the seeds grow into a fruit. If a flower is not pollinated, it will not form seeds or grow fruit. Seeds come in many shapes and sizes. When seeds are released from a plant, they are often carried to new areas. Water, wind, and animals carry seeds to new ground. When a seed lands in a good place, it grows into a new plant. More and more spores. Plants with flowers make seeds. Plants with cones make seeds. Do all plants make seeds? Let's find out. Some plants do not make flowers, cones, or seeds. Instead, they reproduce only with spores. Like seeds, spores are reproductive structures that can grow into new plants. Ferns are one type of plant that reproduces using only spores. Ferns have leaves called fronds. Each frond has smaller leaves that branch off from the stem. Moss is another type of plant that reproduces using only spores. Mosses are small, soft plants. Groups of moss often grow together in damp places without much light. Sometimes moss looks like a green blanket covering rocks and trees. This blanket is actually made up of many tiny moss plants.